Hey there, everyone. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Brazilian Truck Simulator, which obviously is not an actual game. This is, as you can tell, Euro Truck Sim, but we are running a map, a 1 to 4 scale map of one of the most important highways in Brazil, which is called Rodovia Washington Luiz. It is still not fully complete. It is, I think they're 75% done with the whole like map. So it's not entirely complete, but it's good enough already that you can like just go for a spin. And as it's 1 to 4 scale, it means the trips are very long. Let me show you guys the map. As you can tell, it's linear as it's based off a single highway. So it stretches all the way from Taubaté, which is the newest city, to Mirassol, which is the first city that I made. So yeah, it's quite a stretch, over I think 180 km total. If you go from Taubaté to there to Mirassol, that equals to around 180 something, I think, which is fair enough. So we're going almost the full stretch. We're going to Ibaté, so that's 110 km. Actual 110 km, which makes it even cooler. So we're talking about, you know, an actual trip that's gonna take us 1 hour and a half if we're lucky, maybe even more depending on traffic. So first of all, let's check out the truck because I love this truck. It is a Brazilian spec R540. So as you can tell, it is made to look like a Brazilian spec Scania, which is amazing. I mean, the base one we have in ATS2 does not resemble an actual Brazilian Scania because there are different configurations, different settings that do not apply to this one. So it's very nice to have a truck that actually, looks like the ones we see around here. And the sounds are by Kriechbaum, I think. The DC13 sounds pretty good as well. As you can see, even the license plate is Brazilian, which is amazing. Anyway, without further ado, let's get in and drive because we got quite a distance ahead of us. So we got all of that to cover. As you can tell, the GPS is it's having a hard time now figuring out where we're going. Because then again, it's a long trip, it's a custom map. It takes a little bit of time to figure out what he wants, but eventually it is gonna figure out the route. Once we get into the main road there, it should figure out. Quite a big company here in it. Look at that, massive. But then again, it does not really surprise me given it's a 1 to 4 scale map. So really big. There you go. Now we have 132 km, more than I imagined. It gave me 110 something at the job creation screen. I was lied to, which, well, it's fine. What is 15 extra km, 20 extra km, that doesn't hurt. We're gonna be all right, suppose. Also, as it's real scale, it means real time as well. So the trip is gonna take us quite some time, and we're gonna have daylight. Oh my god, I messed up. This is not the. I was like, oopsie daisy. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Totally didn't drive into a parking lot. Totally did not. Fake news, I didn't do that. Okay, we're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. Just a little bit more. Gotta be very, very precise with the back here. I think that should be about enough for now. And then we just... There we go. Should be able to get out of here in one piece. Evidently, that's what we just did. Let's get into the road now. Through the proper exit. I was like... I mean, it's quite confusing if you think about it. It can be quite confusing, misleading even if you think about it. But it's fine. It's fine. All right. Hold up there, mate. I know you don't want to wait, but man's gotta pass. Oh, the engine sounds so good. I'm not sure, because I had to balance out the volume a little bit, the microphone and, you know, the game sound. So I'm not sure if you guys can listen to the roar, but wow, it's quite... It is quite present. It's amazing. I love it. There we go. Just a perfect combo, you know, a brand new Scania 1/4 scale map running with actual 1:1 distances. You know, the scale is 1:4, but like the job distance is actually 1:1. The time is 1:1, so they made like adapted it. Oof, the frame rate's dipping a little bit. It's to be expected, I assume. As we're like recording 60 frames a second. It should be a little bit tough, but we're gonna be alright. I hope you guys don't mind the eventual frame dips, which could happen. I mean, at the very least, it's not as bad as it was with Vulcan, because I'm back to the X11 now. I decided to take the risk, and so far it's been working. If you are a little bit confusing as to why I'm saying that, I refer to my most recent ETS2 video, which is titled like "The Day Vulcan Saved My Life," something like that. Refer to it to kind of get a context on what happened. But yeah, I'm back to the X11 because performance wasn't great. You know, like I mentioned in the video. During daytime, it would perform nicely. It would run as you would expect, just fine. Pretty much, I wouldn't say just like the X11, but it would run good enough to the point, it would run well enough, I mean, to the point you wouldn't really question it that much, you know? It just, it worked. That was the whole point. It was like, maybe within 80% of the X11, which... At a great scheme of things, when we talk in full HD, locked to 60 FPS, it is really not much of a difference, in a sense, because as it's locked to 60 FPS, that does mean the GPU is never at 99%. More so, it is hardly never at 99%. There are times when it is at 99, but generally not. Average is around 60, 70%, give or take, around most of the maps, under any condition. Except I think for rain, but that's it. So generally that would mean if there's like a little usage difference, if it doesn't get up to 99%, it won't affect that. So if it's using 70% of or if it's using 59%, but it's using the same 60 FPS, it doesn't really matter. That's the point. So yeah. It was running at 60 most of the time, but it was also stuttering massively whenever it got dark. It would stutter around like cities when loading the prefabs and stuff, and it was not like a fun stutter. I'm talking about like actual unplayable level stutters, to the point you would get so mad and wonder whether the game crashed or not, because it would just hang for like days. I'm kidding. A good 5 seconds, which is not very playable. So that was annoying me quite a bit. And then you add that to the fact it was not as it was not as decent as the X11 for most of the gameplay, you know. The stutters, the performance difference, which was there despite minor, and the nighttime pain. And when I mean nighttime pain, I mean actual pain. It went from 60 to like half, sometimes less. Nighttime was actually unplayable, like actually unplayable. So I couldn't drive at night, which then again, not much of a problem, as I prefer daytime driving anyway. But It's a compromise, you know, it is a compromise, and I didn't want to compromise anything. Because, I mean, at one point you're gonna be forced to drive at night. Sometimes there's no gas station nearby and you gotta drive at night. What do? You know, oh, sorry, I cannot drive at night. I gotta stop here and wait until it's daytime because my frame rate's unplayable. That was out of question. So there was that. But it's fine. It's really fine. And then on another note, which, where do I go now? I'm confused. The GPS is confusing me. Mixed signals, honestly. What is it telling me to do? Because I should follow what is it? Well, yeah, never mind. The GPS was just a little bit confused. It's got the spirit, though, you know? It's got the spirit. It's just a little bit... just a tad confused about stuff. But it's got the spirit, that's what counts. So, wow, that's quite nice, huh? Yeah, trying to stay on my lane here as we drive. Check the landscape. This map is amazing. I should talk more about it rather than my Vulcan struggles, I guess. So, like I said, it's a 1:4 scale map. It's a very important highway in Brazil. Lots of important cities as well, which kind of, you know, makes sense. Important highway, important cities, and they're pretty close to each other in real life as well. I think the full stretch is like 800 km in real life, and here it's like divided out by 4, I think, as it's 1:4. I'm not sure if it's full 1:4 because some of the distances match and some of the and other distances don't really match. It's confusing. Like, there are specific sections between cities where it does match the real life time quite precisely, and times where it does not. So it leaves me a little bit confused as to what is the actual scale of the map. But from like a good 4 or 5 trips I've done, and I finished it compared with the real life distance and time it takes, and generally it's within that 1:4 range, you know. It is generally within that. No more, no less than that. So, yeah. Like, I did a 155 km trip, I think. Yeah, 155. And it was... the real trip was like 400 something, so... it's not really 1:4, it's a little more 1:3 perhaps, but at the end of the day... the GPS is being so confusing right now. Like, it's telling me most of the distance is wrong. It's not even 138. I'm pretty sure. It's just being weird because I know for a fact that I'm driving. I mean, there's just 2 ways you could go about it. There's no city the other way around. It's a fact. Like that one is the last city of the map. So there's no way I could be driving the wrong way, and it's telling me to take a return. What is going on? Because if we check the map, unless... no, yeah. See... oh, I see what happened. I clicked on the map by mistake. Okay, now it's okay. 108 km. I was wondering, because, like, why the hell is the GPS being so confusing? What is going on? Okay, 108 km. That does make sense. It says 4 hours. I don't know why it says that. It's not gonna take 4 hours, obviously. It is real time. 100 km. Okay, so my last trip, I averaged around 65 km per hour. That was like the trip average. So if we use that as a reference, that would mean that every hour we would be covering on average 60 kms every hour. So if it's 108, that's 1 hour and maybe 1 hour and a half, 1 hour 40 minutes, give or take. So yeah, definitely not gonna be 4 hours, that's for sure. So we should be arriving around 5 p.m. local. So it's 4:04 right now. We should be there around 5:20 something, 5:30 something, give or take. That's my That's my prediction. Then again, I'm not really sure, but we're gonna see. I mean, it's just it's a highway stretch, so 90 km/h locked most of the time. There's we do have tolls every now and then, but that's about it. So it should be around that ballpark. Now on the map again, I do think it looks very, very close to the actual thing it's trying to represent. The amount of raiders is spot on, like they're everywhere. I'm gonna show you guys once I spot a raider. They're like everywhere. You gotta be very careful. You cannot run. If you overspeed, you're getting fined. You're getting a ticket, that's for sure. It's insane how many of them are around and how much it surprises you at times. Because you just don't expect it at times. They're very, very, very annoying, if I gotta be honest. They annoy the crap out of me. Because you're not expecting it, and then bingo. Caught overspeeding. Oh no. Again. And the fines quickly stack up. What the hell is going on? Hello? Confusing. But yeah, they have their own prefabs. As you could probably tell, like most of the companies, most of the buildings are all handmade. They do use some SCS stuff, but mostly, like, I would say a good 80%, maybe more, is actually custom made, which is pretty dope. And it does match the real life thing a lot, because they use reference pictures and stuff to model the thing after the actual city they're trying to replicate, which makes for a very, very convincing representation in general. Mostly this newer part, because like I said, this part of the map to the right side is new, and the part to the far bottom is old, like the part where I showed you guys at first when I opened the map. Like that initial part there is all like old, and this part where we spawn is new, so it tends to look a lot better, and it does look better. The road textures, the buildings, the cities look better, but even though they're ones they match like the actual thing real well, given it's like given it's not real scale, they have to make some compromises. So maybe there's a stretch that's not there, there's a part of the city that's not actually there, a neighborhood that was cut off, an exit that was cut off, but generally it's pretty precise. And I've watched like a couple content creators that are actual drivers, like bus drivers, truck drivers, and they drove through this map and they were like, oh my god, this is pretty spot on. This looks like the actual thing. I remember this landmark, I remember this gas station, it's right there where it's supposed to be. Elevation is right. You know, it's always good to hear. I mean, immersion-wise, knowing that you're driving on a map that really does resemble the real thing very well. And then you add that to the fact that it's real. I mean, not real scale, but the distances are real and the time is real, so it makes for a very fun experience. You know, just casually spawn, drive 1 hour and a half trip, 2 hour trip, 100 something km, give or take. It's quite enjoyable, I gotta say. Really, really enjoyable. A lot of fun. And even more so with a nice truck, with a nice Brazilian truck like this one. There's also, the map comes with a bunch of gifts. So trailers, trucks as well, old trucks. There's an old Benz, there's 2 Scanias, which I think it's the Streamline, the R series and the G series, the classic one, the 2009 model, pre-next gen. I was driving that one. I even considered like filming the video with that old Streamline R560, but then I found out about this mod, which used to be paid and now it's free. This If you guys want, I can fetch the link in the comment section for this specific truck mod. It's very nice. I mean, it is basically the normal base Scania in terms of like the interior model, with a few changes, mostly to the exterior, because the axle is generally different. And what else is different? I think it has more plastic. You know, Brazilian model is full of plastic outside. I mean, bumpers and stuff, all plastic. And it adds the stickers, which are very, very cool, because it's a thing you're gonna have in real life, you know. And what else? What else does he have? Oh yeah, the plates, like I mentioned. So it adds up. You know, I could very well just drive the default one, the European one, and call it a day. But it makes for a more immersive kind of thing, you know. Increases the experience. And as you can tell, we are still 99 km away. It's insane. It's actual real scale. Like the distance is real. The scale is not. I gotta stop saying real scale, because it's not real scale. It's the distance that is real. We've been driving for quite a bit now, and it's still, you know, 98 km. It's gonna be quite a long video, that's for sure. Probably my longest ETS2 gameplay so far. You know, probably. And I do plan to make more videos on more different Brazilian maps if you guys want. Something different for a change, you know. I always, like, before I would always stick to the default map for some reason. I was afraid of, you know, trying out different maps because, well, for once the game updates, the map stops working, save game could stop working, stuff. But this one seems to be updated like regularly. Like a new patch comes out, they come up with a fix right away. And even during the open beta, they don't even wait for it to go final. Like they convert it during the open beta already, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Like honestly, pretty dope. An excellent thing. So the fact that it's always updated, and yeah, the save game might break, which is a risk. You're talking about, you know, full. It's a mod map, so you know things could change. It could break, but at the end of the day, it's more. It's not even like I'm not driving for. Oh, did I mess up? No, I don't think I did. It was just the GPS being weird. At the end of the day, it's just for the driving itself. Because, you know, if I want to grind, I go on the base map. It's more for just, you know, having a different kind of scenery, driving where I'm actually more familiar with, just having fun. You know, I'm kind of detached from the whole grind and stats and stuff. After playing OMSI, it made me realize that it doesn't really matter. Because, you know, OMSI, you don't have like a career mode per se. You just drive. You load up, drive your line, and once it's over, it's gone. You know, you close it, it's like you never, you know. It doesn't matter whether you have 200, 400, 500 hours. It doesn't save anything. I mean, it has the profile stats, like the overall, like how many times you've been late, how many times you've been early, and so on. But it's not really a full-blown career mode. You don't get to buy better buzzes or anything. It's just, you know, it's a sandbox essentially. So I'm treating this like a sandbox. I spawn a city I want to spawn, I drive, and that's about it, you know. I don't fuss too much about it, and it's been great. It's really been great. Should be detached from that. Oh no, I must, you know, I must grind, I must care about my profile, and you know, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And it's a different kind of experience overall. Like it's a different scale. It's real time, so it really does make for a different overall gameplay experience. It changes everything. And it's so much fun. It's actually so much fun. I feel like a real truck driver because, I mean, you know, just the fact that we have somewhat realistic distances, it makes it so much fun. Then you can say, like, you can actually say, hey, today I drove like 300 km. We were like actual 300 km on a truck, which makes it even more painful. I mean, it's not fun with a car, let alone a truck. Limited at 90 per hour. It takes quite some time. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Look at that. Look at the city. They nailed it. It's impressive. It's just like I'm there. Even the traffic as well. It's fully customized to match what we have here. You know. And does it match? Oh my god, the frame rate's terrible today. Thankfully, it's just a straight line, so we hardly gotta notice it. But I feel like it's not 60 FPS. I'm not running an FPS counter today because I cannot hide the frame rate with OBS. I cannot hide the MSI afterburner thing. So I'm just kind of guessing, but it does look like it's not 60. Now it is back to 60. Yeah, it seems to be back to 60 now. But it was not 60 during the city stretch. It was a little bit stuttery. No, it's stuttering again. Stuttering again. I suppose the GPU could be pegging right now at 99%. Oh, that's a speed. That's quite a speed limit right there. 110. Is that a bug? Because I have some trucks that are supposed to be at 90 all times in Brazil. Maybe I'm wrong. What do I know? 3 hours 41 minutes. No, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna prove them very, 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 very wrong. Once I get there within 1 hour and a half, 2 hour stops. But yeah, I think it's gonna be like 1 hour 20 minutes, 1 hour 15 because like the first trip, the first long quote unquote, because that's not really long. Like in real life, it's not long. But for a sim, I think it's reasonably long, which was 155. It took me 1 hour and 45 minutes. So I'm guessing a little bit less than that. Maybe 20 minutes less, 25 minutes less around the ballpark. We're gonna discover, we're gonna figure it out soon, TM. I mean, it does seem like a long stretch, but if you think about it, it's not really that long. I mean, it's 1 hour. What is 1 hour? You know, it's not much. Oh god, I'm almost into the other lane at this point. I'm gonna be careful with that. Switch back. I should take the right lane, maybe. At this point, I mean, there's nothing there. Yeah, switch lanes for a change. Get closer to the clutter. So then we can see more of the cities. But yeah, it's quite fun, although it's not a kind of map that you would want to play every day. You know what I mean? Like, it is a great map. It is very well made, but then again, it's linear. It's a line, so you're always driving through the same roads regardless. There's no change of air, you know what I mean? It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. As much as it's very well made, it gets samey, you know what I mean? Quite repetitive. You're always driving through the same places all the time. Rinse and repeat, which then, you know, it gets stale. It's boring at one point. So I think this is kind of like once a week thing. It's better that way if you treat it like, you know, like so. It's not something to just kind of shake things up a little bit, but not your actual main map. because it would get boring real quick. But then again, like in terms of like Brazil, I think from what I've seen thus far, I would say this is the best experience you can get currently. Like if you want to experience driving in South America and Brazil, this map is the best option by far. Nothing tops what he offers in any way, shape, or form. We have many other maps which are also pretty cool, but they don't manage to deliver that full experience, you know, that makes you feel like you're actually in Brazil. Maybe because they use SCS prefabs, maybe because they use a lot of the SCS buildings and models, 3D models. Maybe that does make it so. Because here, generally, every house, every stuff is just custom made, so it looks fitting, you know. And when you play other mod maps, it looks out of place because they use ETS2 default stuff. So like it is European stuff in Brazil, which makes you go like, what? You know, if it looks out of place. And here you don't really have that issue with things that look out of place. They just belong there. So it's almost like it is really Brazilian truck sim. I mean, if you didn't know about ETS2 and the UI and stuff, and you know, I guess it would be very convincing. Like if you were to show someone like the gameplay, someone is not aware of ETS2, and then you call it, hey, this is Brazilian truck sim, they might believe it because it just looks right. You know, the trucks, the traffic, the weather specifically, and it's pretty cool that they update throughout the year with the seasons. So like when it's winter, they release a winter update, summer, and so on. It's the little things, you know. It's the little things. They add up rather quickly. And like even the restaurants and stuff, the gas stations, as you can tell, they are we've driven past a couple now, and they all look different because they match the real life counterpart. Like that gas station is a real gas station, and the location is the same as well. Like it's insane. This is as real as it gets in terms of driving around Washington Leeds, but you know, with compromises, obviously, the scale not being the same. Yeah, I personally love it. On another note, I think my board computer is not working. I think it's gone. Yeah, it doesn't show. That's a problem. I was so happy because the truck comes with its own board computer, but apparently it's not working because there is nothing there. It's just empty. It doesn't. Look at that. Fuel, average temperatures, brake pressure, cruise control. Does the cruise control work? Not even the cruise control works. Well, that is a shame. I don't know if it's a conflict because I do have another mod that handles the board computers, but I think this one is separate. And it doesn't work. Like, it's completely just there. That's a shame. Not even the... Wait a minute. Does it work? Let me see. No, it does not. Not even the distance total. That... Okay, that is sad. That is very sad. Man. I wish I didn't notice that. Now I'm sad. Where's my realism? No. Oh, it's okay though. I mean, the board computer is cool and all, but there's only so much you can do with it. It doesn't really matter. And I mean, checking out the fuel average is pretty dope, I guess. But then again, does it really matter if you think about it? Because we're driving, it's a 1 hour something trip. We have a full tank. This truck is supposed to drive, like, it could cover a lot more than just that without problems, you know. Like, 1,000 km maybe even more. No problem. So we shouldn't be bothering a few average. I mean, it's cool to look at and stuff and see, hey, I'm a very, you know, economic driver and stuff, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Copium, gotta engage on copium and pretend it's not broken. It's the mod's fault, but let's say it's a factory issue. The truck, you know, we're gonna get it replaced eventually. It's just a tiny weeny factory issue that happened and it froze. We just gotta hard reset it and it should be fine. At the very least, the gear indicator is working, so, and everything else seems to be working as well. Speedometer, the clock, temperature, the auto fuel gauge works, so there's that. So yeah, it could be worse. It could be worse. It really could be worse. And if anything, the physics are really good on this one. It feels very convincing. I like it a lot. Oh no, not the stutters again. Come on. Come on. We still have 78 km to cover. Oh my god. This is about to get long trip. Yeah, it's weird how OBS doesn't like ETS2 at all. And when I record with Shadowplay, it's like zero impact whatsoever. It's almost as if I'm not using anything. But I use the same encoder and Venk on OBS and it just doesn't perform as nicely for some reason. It makes me wonder, it really makes me wonder, why is that, you know? I mean, it's the same encoder, it should be the same performance, but it does not work the same way. Like, what is going on? It's so confusing. Because when I record with Shadowplay, I mean, it does put an extra 5% load on the GPU, but like I mentioned, I play at 60 FPS locked, so ETS2 does not use 99%. It doesn't come close to that, so the extra 5... Oh my god, I didn't notice. Oh, it's okay. It's just a scratch. This but a scratch, you know. It's fine. Oopsie daisy. Do not drive on YouTube at the same time. It doesn't work. As you could tell. I mean, it's okay though. Quite a wake-up call for him, you know. It should be fair. He should have been a little calmer on the lane switching. You know. I mean, my fault as well for not being aware of him wanting to change lanes, but he should have been a little calmer. Like, don't just turn your truck into the lane without first, you know, watching if you're clear and stuff. Checking out if you got the clearance. Otherwise, that happens. We got 75 km to go. And I still have not shown you guys the radars, which are pretty fancy. They look very different as well. It's a good thing you can spot them from afar though, so, but sometimes they have the hidden ones as well, which is a problem. So they come off as a surprise. Obviously it is a surprise. A not so happy surprise. This one does not. Oh, there you go. There's a little radar there behind that SOS thing. Generally they sit there. They have like different types. There's one of them that bulges out so you can kind of see it, and one of them that does not. And then he just surprises you at times. You feel like there's no radar and bingo. Speed trapped. Radars are so annoying. It's such a problem here, generally. Like, it's a modern day nightmare. You gotta really, like in real life, it's an actual modern day nightmare. Literally 984, because you gotta be on top of them. Otherwise, finally get caught. And it's not fun whatsoever. 74 km. We are getting there. One step at a time, but we're definitely getting there. Right. And the frames are dipping again. How amazing. Lovely, lovely frame dips. Do we have a radar there? We might. Yes, we do. Do have a radar. Oh my god, the stutters. I hope it's not too noticeable on OBS. I mean, it probably is, but I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. If it does, let me know. I could figure out a way to record gameplay without, you know, having my frame rate just go all over the place like that. And also, I wonder if you guys actually like this kind of video, you know, long trips, longish trips, if it does actually is something that you guys want to see. Makes me wonder. Because like I said a couple days ago, I'm like trying to different stuff, seeing what sticks. Because I really want to be more active on YouTube again. Because I managed to like not upload for like quite some time at one point earlier this year because I just couldn't find anything I wanted to record. Anything. And now there is stuff I want to record, but I'm not sure if you guys want to watch. You know what I mean? It's so confusing. So we have a restaurant 15 minutes away, huh? Nice. It is really confusing. Choices, any choices. What to do. Thank you. Come on, do not switch lanes. Come on. Oh dear God. Another radar. I feel. The radar changes like halfway through the map. Then we go to a different style of radar. That's when you can tell it is the older part. But they never cease to surprise you. Thankfully my truck is locked at 90. Factory locked so I cannot overspeed. Prevents me from getting surprised. Quite the nice prevention, honestly. Just be careful over here. It's very, very careful. I think apart from the crash, I didn't get a single ticket so far. 16, nice. I didn't get a speeding ticket, so it makes me very happy. Being a proper driver for once, somewhat. Somewhat of a proper driver. Let's go. So, judging by the clock, we've been recording for like 30 minutes now-ish. Maybe a little bit more. I started the trip around 16:04, right? We still got 67 km to cover. Oh boy. Gotta love real life distances. Really makes you realize how much of a gap there is, because TS2 is like 119 scale. So, wow. It is quite the difference. Quite the difference. It's like, you know, a 100 km trip under that scale takes what, 10 minutes? No, less than 10 minutes. 5 minutes, give or take? And here it's a nightmare. It's a good 1-2 hours depending on road conditions and stuff. Traffic, obviously. Traffic does end up playing a huge role as well. So far I'm very happy with how far we're covering the distance. How fast we're covering it. Doing it very efficiently. What do we have there? Is that... Oh, there we go. The restaurant that we saw, the little announcement, like 15 minutes away. There it is. Not really 15 minutes away, but fair enough. There it was. Oh no, no, mate. Come on. Come on now. I gotta overtake this little guy here. Beetle. Adios. Thank you, mate. And off we go again. 65 km and counting. Herbie. Okay, let's switch. Oh, we can't. There's this guy there. Shame. 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 Can't switch lanes. Now we can. No, we can't. Come on, mate. Come on. Let me... Come on. Please. Please. Let's not fight. Let me pass. Yeah, goodbye. Thank you. Oh boy. What does it say? Drive carefully. I always drive carefully. Wow, that's a weird water sound. Water stream. Speed limit's 80 now. Gotta stay on top of it. You know, at times. I gotta be on top of the speed limit. It's okay. 62 km now. Almost there. It's a fitting name. No. 84. Okay, I'm gonna get... Where's the radar? Please, radar. No. Don't need a radar right now. That would be tragic. Oh, a little bit from that uphill section. Thankfully, we got quite the engine. And we're not very heavy, so we should be fine. Should be really fine with 540 HP. For South American standards, that's quite powerful. You know, it's a beastie truck. A whole lot of power. It can withstand just about anything. Oh, is that music? What is going on? Oh, cops. It's the Popo. Gotta be careful. Hello, Popo. Bye, Popo. 61 km. Oh boy, we still got quite a bit. Come on! Oh, do I have my... I didn't have my lights on. For some reason, my... It doesn't light up as much as it should. I'm not sure if it's an issue with the mod or... Because this mod used to be payware and then the guy made it free and dropped support. basically. Like, it was a payware truck, and then he was like, you know, made it free for everyone, but also there's no support anymore. It works on 145, but at the same time, apparently it does partially work because the board computer is not working. I'm not sure if it did work before. It's not really big a deal, but it would be great if it did work. Like the other trucks, it's okay. 60 km. We coming home. We are coming home. Oh my god, 97 is not respecting. The retarder is so like not. Did I even choose the retarded option? No, I'm wondering, because it helps a lot with the downhill sections. It helps you maintain the speed, because the 560, the streamlined 560 does have it, and I didn't have any issues on downhill bits because it just holds it perfectly, so you don't end up like overspeeding. But now I had to like control it myself, which is not a biggie, but then again, you know, it's a nice convenience, something that you would rather have than not. Oof. Okay, so according to the odometer, because the truck was brand new before, 64 km driven so far, 58 should go. Nice. Very nice. And there's another toll. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to switch lanes. Come on, mister. Please let me. Right, let's take our truck lane, which is this one. There we go. We have the non-stop sticker there, as you can see. Okay, now we gotta wait for them to figure out what they want to do. Please, 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 please wait. There we go. That was nice. Thank you, guys, for letting me. Oops, now we. Judging by the textures, I think we made it into the older part of the map now. Slightly older part. Which might perform better, if anything, so there's that. But it seems to be older now. It's okay. Okay, let's switch lanes. 57 km to go. Oof. Never-ending trip. Two hours and 19 minutes. Look at that, it's not doing its job. It's not maintaining the speed. I gotta check, maybe I forgot to get a retarder option. Maybe that's the cause of it. It's possibly the reason. Look, old radar style, as I said. Older part of the map, it's fine. I can really tell, like, the textures and stuff. It's different. It's not, like, too bad, you know. Yeah, it really shows its age in comparison. It's still neat, but it's not as neat. 55 km. Losing speed rapidly. Oh, we don't have cruise control. I was like, what? I'm pretty sure I set it to 90. Hey boy. Cruise control on again. Still quite some distance to cover. Oh god. Please. Okay, now we got 53 km to go. Should be fun. Section. Are they slowing down or what? I'm not sure if they're slowing down. And he doesn't maintain his speed. It angers me so much. 560 just did it so well. Oh, my frame rate. Dear God. It is terrible. I hope the temperatures are okay though. Okay, not. Imagine having to like manage the speed yourself. 2022. With a brand new truck, unplayable. Actually unplayable. Let's switch lanes if possible. Yes, it is possible. Let's do it. Come on, power! Oh boy, look at that. Oh. No good. No bueno. You know what? There's no radar. I might as well just... Oh, there's no radar. Ah! I got caught. As I said that, I got caught. Although there was no sign telling me that it was gonna change to 70. See, this map got some flaws at times. It is really good, but at the same time it's flawed. Some things just don't work as they should, and that speed limit, for instance, like no warning. How am I supposed to guess that it's a different speed limit? How does that work? Like how is one supposed to just, you know, instinctively know? I mean, obviously if you know the route, you should be fine, I assume, but that is not fair. It's not fair at all. What the hell was that? Oh well. It's okay though. It was not a lot of cash. Even though the trip itself is not paying me a lot, so at this point I might be making no money at all because of how much I already lost getting tickets. Oh boy. But it is what it is. You know, you win some, you lose some. Still got a little over half an hour of driving. Maybe not. Maybe less. We're gonna see. Okay, just yeah, apparently there's nobody coming. Please do not switch lanes. Well, they did switch lanes, and the frame rate went nightmare mode. There you go. Slow down a little bit. The exit should be coming right up. Oh, I know where we are. I think I know. Oh, no! I'm sorry, I didn't notice him until it was too late. Oh, I'm a terrible driver at the end of the day. I totally didn't see him there. I need that blind spot sensor that the new Western Star for ATS came equipped with. It lights up. There's a little light that lights up once there's something on your blind spot. Yeah, I should have known better. Should have known better. It's okay now. Next time, just gotta switch lanes like as soon as I realize there's a right turn coming out, just in case. That was very dumb on me. But can I cry over the spilled milk? Can I? I mean, the damage is already done. Thankfully, I mean, I'm a truck. He is a little car, so he's probably got it worse than me. And the trailer's not mine, so also not my problem. But yeah, not a very decent display. It's very distracted, and oh my god, the frame rate. What the hell? This is terrible. Actual terrible. Remember this part. It's gonna be quite a climb now. I hope the engine can cope. Dear God. Let's switch to the external camera for a change. Oh God, look at the frame rate. It's just, why are my, oh, there you go. Now it's on. Oh yes, look at it. Look at us. Terrible. Ah! Very nice truck though, I gotta say. Oopsie, 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 that was intended. Jesus. Frame rate. Oh Lord. Okay. Now we finally... Yeah, look at that. Alright, frame rate's gradually going back to normal. So far it's been a fun trip though, despite the 2 collisions that were not intentional, but you know. SCS software, nice. Oh boy. What now? One hour, 15 minutes. The prediction is so wrong. I hate how wrong it is. What is it thinking? I think I'm averaging like 25 km/h or what? Come on, I'm faster than that. I mean, I know it's a truck and all, but it's not that slow. You know what I mean? It's truly not that slow. Next time I should probably try a different truck for a change. Maybe the R2009 that I mentioned. It comes with this map. It's a really neat one as well. Oh, let's switch lanes. Because this guy's being very, very annoying right now. The Volvo man. 50 per hour. Why? Why does this limit exist? Why is it there? Why? Just why? Come on. There's nothing here. There's a radar. Oh, there's that thing. What is it again? Transfer station. Oh, is it for passengers? Should switch these. Let me through. Thank you. Arigato. Okay. So far, not so bad. Huh? Not so bad. And we are within the prediction thus far. this. Alright, oops. I have to control the speed myself. Don't want to get the ticket, you know. See if there's traffic. What? Delivery very soon. Make sure you arrive on time. Oh my god. Wait. When did I expect it? What the hell? That was not expected. That is a problem. That is a bit of a problem. Now I assume. Not sure if it's adjusted to the scale or if it's like the. Maybe it's not. Maybe the delivery time is not really adjusted to the real world scale. So like the very soon could be like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? Which we're within safe range anyway. Let's move. You know, it's a red light. He moved. Never. Let's get closer. Look at that truck though. Busing, isn't it? Is it green? Yes, it's green. Let's go. Let's go. 41 km. Oh dear. That sound of ooh la la. Okay, oh no, it's 90 this time around. Finally a proper limit for a change. There you go, 90, yes. Oh no, it's all the way down there. Should wait a little bit before that. Okay, now we take the turn. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, is it an exit or is it just the road itself that... Oh, it's the road. Okay. Well, fun. A lot of fun. Oops. Speed, gotta watch that speed. Alrighty. Cops, 50. Okie dokie. 39 km still. Is this Campinas? I think it's Campinas. The city. Very nice city in real life and here as well. Looks great. It sure does. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. It's not Campinas. It's Hortolândia. Interesting. Okay. Let's go on for a trip. Oh. I had a stutter. There's a big store. Pretty massive. 38 km still. Oh my god. It's taking far too long. I feel. The price you have to pay for realism is often too high, isn't it? Often too high. Right. 85 km driven thus far. 85. My boy. Alright. Should have taken a shorter trip, but then again, there was no shorter trip. Because, like, ideally, I wanted to take a very, very short trip. Just, like, maybe 50 km max, you know? But I couldn't find one. They were all long. Because of how the scale works. Because for some reason, the economy doesn't really adapt to the scale. So it still assumes, like, the prices it's paying, it still assumes it's the SCS map scale, you know? It doesn't pay, you know, it doesn't scale with the actual distance for some reason. So, like, it's paying me as much as he would pay for an actual SCS 100 km trip. Instead of, like, it should pay me for a 1,000 something km trip, like under the SCS scale, obviously. It should pay me around what a 1,000 something km trip pays in ETS2, but it does not. It pays me what it would pay for a short, couple minute kind of trip. Oh my god, what? Ah, the raiders are so confusing. I'm going broke. That's it. I declare bankruptcy. Ah, boy. Attaboy. And another raider. As if one is not enough, they put another one. They're everywhere. What's up with the raiders, bro? Come on. $90.84. Literally 984. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Ready to drain your bank account. I hate the raiders. I hate them so much. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Not too bad. I mean, for the first 50 km, I didn't get a single ticket, and then, curiously enough, once I stepped into the older part of the map, bingo, a ticket after the other, because they're just, I mean, the speed limits are just too abrupt at times. It wants you to, like, switch from 90 to 60 within like 4 seconds. It's not possible. You know, it's not gonna happen. There's no human time. It's humanly impossible. Unless you're driving a car, obviously. A loaded truck, that's not gonna happen. And, you know, evidently what happens is that I get fined. So that's one of the parts of the map that I would like to see a refinement, if they could. Better radar logic, and, better textures as well, I guess. I mean, if you ignore the raiders and just kind of, you know, roll with it, because then again, like I said, no attachment. It's important to not be attached to the whole thing. If you get fined, I mean, to the career itself, just take it as a truck joyride more than anything. It's not your career. Leave that to the main map. You know, it's just a joyride. Just play that like you would play OMSI. Just kind of, you know, go on a long drive with a good song and just kind of enjoy the whole thing. You know, just vibe along. Do not treat this as a possible career mode because it's gonna frustrate you because of the radars and stuff. It's kind of hard to make money this way. Even more so because the real scale kind of seems to break the whole economy. Like I said, it doesn't scale with the time it takes. So it considers the distances as if it's the SCS scale. So the payments are SCS scale, but the distance is not. Which, then again, it wasn't like that, I think, 144, but the 145 version of this map doesn't seem to be working as it should be. The scale and so on. Because like the official 145 mod doesn't work, and then I had to take the 144.1 and change to 145. Then the distances are real, but the payments, the economy itself is not like scaling as it should scale. Which, it's a little bit annoying, but it's whatever. Because like I said, I just want to drive. I don't care. I don't want to grind levels and money and stuff. I just want to kind of get around in a somewhat real environment, you know what I mean? I want a feeling that, hey, driving in Brazil, you know, Brazilian truck sim, just having fun. But then again, the linearity kind of sucks a little bit. Like I mentioned, it's not the kind of map that you would like to drive every day, because it just doesn't. It just doesn't have enough to not like make you bored after a point. I mean, if you for the price though, for how much you have to pay for the map, which is like 39.90 BRL, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. No. It is a lot of fun until you explore everything, and then it's suddenly not as much fun. It's a problem with linear maps. But I think that goes for everything. I mean, even base ATS2, I tend to get bored of it rather quickly. Like when there's a new DLC, I play it like for the first couple of days, like every day, a lot. Explore all the roads and stuff, all the cities, and then suddenly it's not fun anymore. It's just, you know what I mean? It's suddenly not as cool anymore. It's just, that's why I think, like, big maps are important, because it's harder to get bored of it. If there's a lot of variation, a lot of different options, places to drive that, it helps with that. And the closer to reality it is, I think, the better in many ways. If the cities are very unique, it makes it less and less repetitive. This one does it very well. It doesn't repeat prefabs or anything, so at the very least it doesn't feel like you're driving through the same cities over and over again. But it cannot help but be limited by scale, so there's that. I mean, it's a smallish map. To drive through the full extent, it doesn't really take much, and it's always the same. Just then again, it's a line. It's literally a line that goes through a lot of cities, but it's still just the same. So you're always gonna be driving on the same road in a way. The only difference would be in the cities, because obviously that would lead to back roads and different companies every time, unless you're unlucky enough to get a job for the back to the city and it's the same company all the time. But generally it's different companies, so that means different back roads. Adds up to the experience, but you know, it's still linear. 40 per hour. Oh my god, it's still got 27 km. Oof. That's gonna take a little bit. But like I said, it's gonna be around 1745, 1730 maybe, give or take. Like I said, once I was departing the company, it wouldn't make sense if it were anything more than that. That's the fun of like real distances. Even if the map itself is not real scale, at the very least like having real distances, so it does make it feel more like a trip, you know. It helps a lot with that. Oh, the sounds are amazing. Look at that. It's really working as hard as he can to climb. That guy, I hope he didn't. I was worried he would like try and get into the lane without waiting for me first. That would have been annoying. Oh god, the truck is... Oh! There he goes! Speed. Ah! 54. It's as fast as it gets. It's screaming. Just listen to it. Okay, but once we're done with this hilly part, I think it's a straight line again. Should be, as far as I remember. So it should be really, really close now. I mean, we are close, but time-wise, should be another radar. Although I do wonder why they put a radar in an uphill section. Like, it's not like we're gonna be able to overspeed, you know. At the very least, not like, not with a realistically powered truck. There ain't no way you getting 90 up here with a truck. Regardless, I think not even the R730 can do it. I could be wrong though, but I don't think so. Like if I were to guess, it would be doing 75 on this climb instead of 57, obviously. But it still wouldn't be able to climb at 90 per hour. No way. Unless obviously, unless if it's empty, then yes. But oh, rain. Another thing, the rain, as you know, the rain doesn't scale with the real distances. It doesn't follow the real world scale. So we're gonna have rain for a few hours, perhaps. Not a few hours because it's gonna be less than 1 hour. But you know what I mean. Like we're gonna have rain for quite a bit. A lot more than it should last for, because then again, in game, under the normal scale, like a 2 hour rain is like what, a couple minutes worth of rain. But here, it is 2 hours, so you're gonna have actual 2 hours worth of rain. Like I got rain the first time this map during my 155 game trip. I was like halfway through, maybe a little less than halfway through. And it rained up until I was almost there. There was quite the rain. Which then again, I mean, in a way I guess it's realistic, so it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Be mindful of the rain. Oh, balloons. Lots of balloons. Air balloons, hot air balloon. 30 years balloon. Didn't even go, I don't know what's the name in English for the hobby of, like, you know, flying hot air balloons. Is it even called, like, flying hot air balloon? Maybe it's something else. But is it ballooning? It's probably not, maybe, because, like, I know they use this term when you're like when you're on final approach with your airplane and you get your flaps and the airplane just does that little thing, goes up and down a little bit once you put the flaps in. So they call that ballooning, but I'm not sure if it applies to the hobby as well. So we got 22 games to go now. It's gonna be out. Oh boy. This is 52 minutes. I think time prediction is also wrong by 4 times ish more than it should be. No, not 4 times. 2 times, I think. Yeah, more than it should be. I'm not sure though. 21 km. Oh boy. This is a nightmare. At the very least, there's no raiders to be seen. As far as I can tell, I spot no raiders, which is excellent. So we can. Oh, Rio Claro. Okay, we're almost there now. I know this part of the road somewhat, so we should be close. Okay, let's. No. I was gonna switch lanes, but the guy switched. The guy that was planning to overtake, he just went and switched. Great. And the FPS is terrible once again. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for us because we can finally take this lane again, the good lane. Maybe not very good because they merge into this lane. So if I'm not watching my blind spots, that could turn out rather badly. But it is what it is, I guess. Like after this one, there's so should at least technically we should be there within 20 minutes. Tops. 20 minutes tops. No more than that. Definitely no more than that. Quite the refreshing rain though. Okay. Really like it. Okay, let's see. It's funny because it doesn't even show the name of the city I'm heading to. It's so small. It's probably very small and irrelevant. But it's there. It's part of the linear route, so it doesn't seem relevant enough. Oh, another toll. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's overtake this guy first. Don't bother with him. My phone, not time, which they call us. Alright, I think, yeah, this one is pretty much straight ahead. Yeah, there we go. Can I take this side? Yes, I can. Can I? Yes. There we go. We have paid. I can go on. 16 km. Now it's really, really close. Come on, truck. Come on. Look at it climb. It's a fighter. Look at that. 57. Better than last time. Okay. Closing issue. Oh, we already did actually 1 hour video, so 1 hour something now. Now maybe 1 hour 25. Who knows? It's really longer than we imagined. You can. Doesn't seem like much, but if you think about it, it's actually a substantial amount. More so if it's low vehicle like this one. I mean, comparatively slow, I guess. It's not really slow per se, but if you compare to sports car, it's really not that fast. For a cargo truck, it's not bad. It's not doing badly at all. I mean, that uphill stretch back there, like normal trucks suffer. Normal, I mean, the average Brazilian truck, which is not very powerful, suffers there. We got 540 HP, so you just... I mean, it still struggles a little bit, but not as much. Because he has got the power to back it up. Ever so slightly, so there's that. Another uphill section. Come on, truck. Come on. We're almost getting there. Slow climber. Oh, Jesus. That's a steep one. Listen to it just screaming through the whole process. Come on. 109 km driven so far. No, that's it. Kilometers today. Lots of. And the rain got worse, so it seems like it's very foggy out there. I can see anything. I mean, I can. It's really... Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, that was... Oopsie. Oh no. Oh boy. That was... The truck didn't respond. I was trying to steer and he just didn't care. Well, I guess that's what I mean when I say it's easy to, like, crash a truck, I guess. I was trying to, like, stay within the track, within the road, but the truck just didn't have any grip. Not sure if the grip changes when it's raining. Not sure if ETS2 models that or not, but it felt like there was no grip whatsoever. Like it felt as if it was soap, you know? Like I tried to steer it and it just... Wow, what was that? Suffices to say, I should have been more careful there, but it's fine. I mean, for some reason there was no damage. In real life, that would have been. Look at that again! It doesn't steer. What is going on? What the hell? It's just not steering. I don't know what's happening. Like, it's completely ignoring the input. Look at that, again! What is going on? Okay, I think there's something seriously wrong here. There's no way. Like, something happened. That is not right. It's not steering. Maybe something glitched? Okay, that's very odd. It's like it's not steering whatsoever. I don't know if it's because of the rain. But even though the steering wheel is moving, it's like it's not, like, you know, steering to the full extent for some reason. It's not even funny at this point. It's not even funny. I'm not sure if it happened because I crashed, but look at that. Look at that. It's just... I'm confused. I'm very confused right now. Like, why is it happening? I don't know, maybe it's input lag, because the frames are also not good at this point. So maybe there's a slight input lag, but yeah, it's not responding like it was before. And I'm not sure if it's the rain that's causing it, or my truck just, once I went off-road a little bit there, maybe something broke, because it's not behaving as it should. Like, first time, okay, maybe a little bit too much, just a little bit too fast into the corner, okay, but second time, the final time it happened as well, that was fishy. Very fishy. At least for my standards, because I never had that happening before. I was trying to steer and the truck would just not respond. I hope it's input lag, because this never happened before. Not with this map, at the very least. The truck just ignoring. Like, the steering angle is off or something. I'm confused. Very confused. Well, that's the most scuffed trip video ever at this point. It doesn't get more scuffed than that, does it? Road excursion and all the other tiny incidents, they just rapidly add up. It's part of the experience, you know, I guess. I'll try not to mess up the next time. Which, I probably won't mess up, but I'm not sure if it's maybe something with the truck itself, because it's my first time driving this mod. But yeah, something with the steering angle is just not correct. I'm not sure if I glitched it once I... It's just a weird behavior. I doubt if lack of grip or what, too much speed. But then again, I had no issues with the other truck. That's what confuses me. Like, I drove through the same road yesterday, and I didn't have that problem at all. It was a blast. It was a total blast. No issues whatsoever. What the hell, bro? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Pass him once again. Can't be arsed, honestly. And I won't. I can't and I will not. I refuse. Absolutely refuse. Shall let that happen. Let's switch lanes once again. And before the truck goes and switches in front of me, I would be fuming. I swear to God, I would be actually fuming if he does that. I can't believe that accident. Ruined the trip. Absolutely ruined it. Okay, we're here, boys. I think it's my first time delivering in this city. I've passed through it a couple of times, took pictures, screenshots, but never actually drove in there. It's gonna be my first time exploring this city. I hope it looks great. So we got... My prediction was not too far off. I said 1730 and we made it here around that. See? My prediction was not that far off at all. Not bad. Not bad at all. Big brain prediction. Service area. Alright, where is the exit that I should take? There's an exit appointment somewhere, I'm sure. Or is it right beside? Maybe it's right beside the highway, so I don't actually have to take an exit. Oh no, there is an exit showing up there. Alrighty, uprighty. Look at that. That's so realistic, I love it. It's so close to the actual city. It's insane. Alright, do not switch lanes. Calm down, ladies. Calm down, because I have... to pass. Oh, we have a roundabout. Yeah, let's take this exit right here. Be careful with the truck there. And there's the roundabout. Doesn't seem very busy. Although I should stop in U in case there's nobody. And that's just me. Let's go. Let's go. Ibaté. City of Ibaté. Right. Oh, and we're back. Oh, so he made me take the exit for no reason whatsoever. Oh, never mind. No, no, because it's a back road. It's just right beside the highway. Because I assumed it was trying to take me back into the highway. I would be fuming. Why? Why would it make me go through all the pain driving inside the city for a wee bit only to get back into the highway? That wouldn't make sense. Thankfully, it's not the case. And we're finally here after 1 hour and a half. We've finally completed our trip. Our goal is finally... what's with the smoke? Floating smoke. What is going on? Oh no, it's not floating, is it? No, it's coming from within that. Or is it floating? Now I'm very confused. Where does it come from? Oh, it comes from here. Okay, there we go. Let's turn. Should be a little more careful there. And then we make it bingo. Let's see. Do we have parking? Where do you need it, mate? Tell me where, and I shall park it, because that's what gamers do. Alright. First of all, we gotta kind of get it like that. Can I do it? Do I still have it? I'm rusty. Like, honestly, I'm rusty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try though. Let's see. And just like that, we have completed our trip. Express T. Look at that thing. Well, that was a good parking, wasn't it? I mean, it's not perfect, but it's green, so amazing. That completes it. That completes... Oh, did it crash? No, it did not. Our 1 hour 45-minute trip. And yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Brazilian truck sim, quote unquote, because it's not. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had fun, and I apologize for the little accident there. It was not planned. A little too fast. But yeah, we completed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip and the map. And I see you guys in the next one, hopefully soon, because I plan to test out a couple more trucks, a couple more different cities, and just gotta enjoy it to the fullest. I plan to get more maps as well, Brazilian maps, so that we can drive through them and explore and see what's up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great one. Once again, feedback's much appreciated. Comment section right down below. I see you guys in the next video, hopefully soon. TM. Bye bye. 1 hour 45 minutes of recording. Wow.